Hey everybody, MotoPoet59 here. Remember when Barack Obama was running for president and shortly after he was elected, uh, remember how he was going to bring our troops home from Iraq and bring our troops home from Afghanistan and bring our troops home from all these far-flung places in the world, and he was going to close Guantanamo because all those things were symbols of American exceptionalism and we were bullying the world and so, hey, remember when he closed Guantanamo? Remember when he brought the troops home from Afghanistan and Iraq and all these other far-flung places? Nah, I don't remember it either because it didn't happen. Not only did it not happen, not only did he not do it, he never even tried to do it. George W. Bush was the last president to actually do a significant drawdown anywhere in the world. And the Democrats, they were floundering, just flopping around on the ground, and they just couldn't get on their knees fast enough to kiss Obama's ass and worship at the altar of Obama about him bringing all the troops home and stopping American imperialism and American exceptionalism and American everythingism that they thought the world hated us for. But they never did any of it. They never tried to do any of it. They just talked a little bit about it, got the rank and file, uninformed, idiot Democrats to go ahead and vote for him, and then everybody just forgot about all the promises he made where our troops were concerned. So fast forward to a couple of days ago, President Trump says that he wants to bring home the troops from everywhere. He wants to get these troops out of places we've been for 70 years, like since World War II, like Germany, many places around the world. But mostly he wants to bring the troops home from Afghanistan and Iraq and those places over there. He wants to get those guys out of there. They've been there long enough, he said, and our troops are still being killed over there. They're still dying over there for no reason. There's no reason for us to be there. If those countries want to go to war with each other, let them do it. And the left are saying now where Syria is concerned, now President Trump has said he's not sending anybody to Syria. So what are the all we are saying? I can't use this arm. Give peace a chance. Remember the chant? Remember the Democrat chant? Remember that? They're pissed off at Trump because he's not going to send anybody into Syria. He's not going to put any boots on the ground there. It has been made pretty clear that should Joe Biden win the 2020 election, that he will send our men to Syria. And I can't imagine what for. Syria has no strategic importance to America. It has nothing to do with our national security or furthering the interests of America or democracy or anything. Syria it's one of those shithole countries that Trump talked about a few years ago and everybody got so up in arms about. My granddad said when I was a little kid, I remember there was something going on between the Israelis and the Palestinians, I am sure, and I remember my granddad saying, I was about 10 years old, these people have been fighting each other for 4,000 years. What makes us think we're going to go over there and change anything? And that was in the 60s. Nothing's changed. I mean, we went over there and chased Saddam Hussein back into his hovel. We in the first Gulf War, and then we went over there and took care of Iraq, dismantled their leadership, and to this day it pisses me off. And the Democrats don't talk about it much anymore because they knew they were wrong. But when President Bush did the announcement from the aircraft carrier, mission accomplished, everybody says, "Oh, so Iraq still exists. We haven't won the war. They haven't surrendered. We didn't go over there to have Iraq surrender to us. We didn't go over there to destroy them as a nation and take their land. We went over there to get rid of the Saddam Hussein regime, and that's what we did. And when that was done, we went home, just like during the first Gulf War. We had an objective: get Hussein out of Kuwait and send him back to Iraq where he belongs and leave. That's what we were supposed to do. But we never left. We never left. And George W. Bush should have got all of our troops out of there then. And we know that Saddam Hussein may have tried to enter Kuwait again. I don't know. Maybe he would. Maybe he wouldn't have. But nonetheless, today these peace-loving Democrats who hate war and all that are all up in arms that we're not going to invade Syria. And the reason is because these Democrats, one of the reasons is because these Democrats who hate big business and they think everybody ought to be equal and there should be no rich people are up in arms because these companies that make munitions for the military aren't going to have to make many munitions if we don't keep bombing countries and shooting people over there. We won't need that. And these people have their lobbyists, these industries, the civilian military complex, have their lobbyists, and you can bet they're in there right now trying to get the government to keep attacking these countries senselessly. Syria poses no threat to us in any way, shape, or form. It never has and it never will. It's a nothing place. It's one of those far-flung places where we don't need any boots on the ground. They're not going to hurt us. And if they want to fight each other, and if their surrounding countries want to attack them, let them do it. It's none of our business. The Democrats are now saying that we're so isolated now. And I say, what's wrong with that? And we're really not. I mean, we still have plenty of allies around the world, and places where we'll always have people. Great Britain, some of these places, but it's like Germany. We don't need troops in Germany anymore. The Cold War's over. The Democrats would love to see the Cold War start up again. That's one of the things the media, you listen to the media and they talk about this war with China. We don't have a war going on with China. China doesn't want to be at war with us anymore than we want to be at war with them. What they want, though, is that fear, that Cold War fear that existed from 1945 to 1990. Everyone lived in fear of nuclear holocaust. That's not going to happen. We know that's not going to happen now. If we made it through the whole Cold War, during which time we were involved in a fight with Russia in the Korean War and another one in the Vietnam War, make no mistake about it, that was a pissing contest between the United States and Russia, and we did it without anyone ever lobbing any nukes at each other. If we can get through that, it's just not going to happen. That pisses the industrial military complex off. That pisses off their Democrat supporters. That's why they want boots on the ground. They don't care. And this is just another example, like I always say, of the Democrats not really caring about the things they tell us they care about. They don't care about the troops. Not one bit. They don't care about our military. They don't care about the troops. They have proven that time and again when votes have come to give the military raises, get our troops on a higher level. They voted against it every single time. And they can lie about it. They can do whatever they want, but you can go to the records and you can go to the congressional records and you'll see, look at the votes on those things, helping the VA, getting the VA upgraded. They voted against it every single time. So they don't care about our troops. They don't care about us. Say it again. They don't care about our troops. They don't care about blacks. They don't care about gays. They don't care about anybody. They don't care about anything except holding on to their power bases. And this is just another example of that. That's why they're pissed off that Trump doesn't want to go into Syria. It really has nothing to do with Syria. It really has nothing to do with Trump. It has to do with their power base, and that's why they're doing it. Let me know what you think. Comments below. Shoot me an email at motopoet59@gmail.com. Like, share, subscribe. Click on the bell if you want to be notified of future content. We'll see you all later.